Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat podcast, your one-stop shop for daily Miami Heat content. My name is Amir. Before I get into today's episode, just want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. If you guys do enjoy the content, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot to me. So thank you so much for the support. And for today's episode, I want to talk about an article that I read on Bleacher Report talking about the Atlanta Hawks and how they're going to be listening to trade calls for their veteran players by the February trade deadline. So the Atlanta Hawks are expected to hear out these trade offers for their veteran players. That's going to include Bogdan Bogdanovich, according to ESPN's Tim Bontemps. He said, given where the Hawks are, they're once again a play-in team. People are going to call and see if they're open to trading some of their veterans, and they said they're going to listen. They did say, though, that they're not going to trade their number one pick, Zachary Ricochet. I don't know if I said that right. Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, and Okongu are going to be the players. Those four are the ones that are going to be the players they want to build around for their future. So that leaves players like DeAndre Hunter and Bogdanovich available potentially. And there are teams that are going to be interested in those players. But I want to talk about Bogdanovich specifically and how the Miami Heat could go after him and how it could be possibly a good fit for the Heat. Bogdanovich is playing on a 4-year, $68 million extension that kicked in last season. So this year he's making $17.3 million. And next season he's going to make $16 million. And then the third and final year for this contract, he's going to be making $16 million, which is a club option. And so that could be a good trade target that is appealing for a lot of teams because his salary is not too crazy and he is still pretty good player. I know he's not having the best year. He's only played 12 games so far this season. His minutes are down from last year. He's averaging only 25 minutes per game versus 30. Last year, he averaged 17 points per game. He also averaged 3.4 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal. Shot 37% from three, 43% from the field. This year, those numbers are down across the board. He's averaging 11.8 points only. He's only averaging 2 assists, 3.3 rebounds, 0.9 steals. We'll round up to a steal. But his shooting percentages are down from 37 to 34% from three. And he's shooting 41% as opposed to 43% from the field. But either way, he is still a veteran player. He's 32 years old. He is a capable three-point shooter and scorer. He averages 38% from three for his career, which is really good. He's averaged about almost 15 points per game. And mostly that's coming off the bench for the Atlanta Hawks. So I think he could be an intriguing player because a lot of people on this on the Miami Heat want to trade Terry Rozier, who's having one of his worst seasons in his career. And, you know, he's 30 years old. He's a couple years younger, but he's averaging exactly the same amount of points, basically 11.7 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. He's shooting 35% from three. So that's still worse than Bogdanovich, and 39% from the field. So Terry's having a bad year. He's not fitting in well right now. So trading Terry Rozier, if they would take him, they would take on more salary, obviously, but he only has 2 years left this year and next year. So he would be an expiring contract that Atlanta could trade next year. So if they're willing to take on a little extra salary, they can have someone that could back up Trey, because right now Trey is playing very well and they don't have what's his name got traded to the Pelicans. Why can't I think of his name right now? Murray. DeJounte Murray got traded. So they could use him, Terry Rozier, as a backup. And so for the Miami Heat, I know we have Duncan Robinson on this team, but still, like, he is a very ignitable player, Bogdanovich, that is, and it would give us another guard for Terry Rozier, who's just been super ineffective, takes hard shots, not shooting as well. And Bogdanovich is someone who can hit the three ball, and the Miami Heat rely and depend on that three, and they're top 5, I think, or 8 in 3-point makes and percentage. So this would be an improvement. And so why not trade him for probably Terry Rozier? I don't know what else we could think of. Maybe throw in a few different guys to get him, but I think that'd be a fair trade. So I don't know what you guys think about Bogdanovich, but he's someone that's played very well against the Miami Heat at times. And again, he's someone who can hit tough shots, spread the floor, and someone that can add scoring to our bench, because right now Terry's not doing that. And I think Bogdanovich, because he's playing in less minutes and he's hurt, I think that's why his numbers are down. Um, he will be better, I think, throughout the year with the Hawks. But if he's available and he has a pretty decent contract, I think the Heat should go for it. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think the Miami Heat should try to acquire Bogdanovich from the Hawks if he's available?